This remarkable homeopathic medicine has a long history of traditional use and a range of applications in herbal medicines. So, join me as we uncover the healing magic of witch hazel and discover how it can benefit our well being. So, one homeopathic medicine for so many diseases. So, let's discover Hemamelis virginia. So, homeopathic medicine Hemamelis is derived from the plant witch hazel. It belongs to the family hematized as per homeopathic formula that extract and intensifies its medicinal properties. Through potentization process, it becomes a very significant homeopathic medicine that is Hemamelis virginia. It is one of the best homeopathic medicine for treating cases of bleeding piles, varicose vein, and controlling bleeding from various parts of the body, example from nose, rectum, and gums. Now, next we'll talk about the constitution of hemamelis. So, this medicine is well suited to the persons who have a tendency to suffer from the complaints related to the venous blood congestion, for example, piles, varicose veins, etc. Now, next we'll talk about the drug action of hemamelis. Let's talk about the sphere of actions of Hemamelis. So, among its various actions, the two most prominent ones are to control hemorrhage, that is, bleeding from various organs, and reduce venous blood congestion. Its main action is on the veins of the rectum, where it is highly suitable to relieve venous congestion and treat bleeding piles and rectal bleeding. Another important action is noted on the veins of the legs, where it works wonderfully to reduce venous engorgement, abnormal blood accumulation in the veins, and treat varicose veins. Hemamelis manifests its action on the skin, nose, mouth, eyes, urinary organs, male and female genitals. So, this was all about the sphere of actions of Hemamelis. Now, next, we'll talk about the clinical indications of Hemamelis. So, Hemamelis is used for vast diseases, for variety of diseases like hemorrhages, that is bleeding, bleeding piles, rectal bleeding, dysentery, anal fissures, varicose vein, varicose ulcers, inflammation of the veins, nose bleeding, bleeding gums, varicocele, orchitis, bruises, joint pain, sore pains, eye pain, black eye, iritis, conjunctivitis, intraocular hemorrhage, burns, menstrual disorders, ovaritis means inflammation of the ovaries, and vaginismus, hematuria means blood in the urine. So these are the clinical indications of hemamelis. Now, in order to make it understandable to you guys, now I will explain it in an elaborated manner one by one so that you can understand it. So, scope of Hemamelis virginia as a homeopathic medicine. So, first use of Hemamelis is for rectal complaints, like for bleeding piles, rectal bleeding, dysentery, and anal fissures. So, Hemamelis has marked action on the rectum where it helps to treat various concerns related to it. It has the highest affinity to treat bleeding piles. Piles are swollen and engorged, inflamed veins in the anus and the lower rectum. This medicine has shown great clinical improvements when piles bleed profusely. And due to the bleeding, intense weakness is felt. It is attended with rawness and soreness of the anus. There is a fullness and the sensation of weight in the rectum. Anal itching is also felt. Stool is constipated and hard. Hemamelis is also well indicated to control rectal bleeding of dark colored blood from other reasons too. Apart from piles, it is a brilliant homeopathic medicine to help cases of dysentery that refers to intestinal infections causing loose stool with blood and mucus. In such cases, the characteristic feature is the passage of tar like blood in the stool in large amount. The blood is dark or sometimes clot of bloods with mucus is excreted in the stool. There is a cramping pain around the navel before passing stool. Tenesmus means a sensation of incomplete defecation even when nothing is left in the rectum is well marked. This medicine is successfully used to manage ulcers in the intestine and passage of dark blood. Another complaint where it is beneficial is anal fissures, with excessive pain while passing stool and burning at anus after passing stool. Now, second use of hemamelis is for limbs, for varicose vein, varicose ulcers, inflammation of the veins, and joint pain. So, hemamelis also acts upon the limbs where it is most valuable to treat many problems. And among these, it has wide action on the veins and it treats well cases of varicose veins, that is swollen and enlarged and engorged, twisted veins, varicose ulcers, inflammation of the veins. In varicose vein, the veins are hard and knotted, and here it is considered when there is excessive pain in the limbs with difficulty in moving. There is a dull dragging pain in the legs. Hemamelis is also recommended in the cases of varicose ulcers. Stinging, burning, biting, and pricking like pain is marked. The ulcers are circular, black, and may discharge thin pus with a bad smell or blood. And for the inflammation of the veins, that is phlebitis, it is recommended when there is a prickling pain. And beside veins, its action is also noted on the joints and the muscles. The joints and the muscles feel sore. They feel sore. There is a pain and stiffness in the shoulders. Pain gets worse from motion. Elbow joint is stiff with dull pain. There is a lancinating pain in the wrist joint, especially left side. And among muscles, there is a pain in the flexor muscles of the hands, wrist, fingers. The right bicep muscles feel tender. There is a soreness in the thighs muscles as if bruised. The third use of homeopathic medicine is for eyes. So eyes complaint like eye pain, black eye, iritis, conjunctivitis, intraocular hemorrhage. Black eye, iritis, conjunctivitis. It is capable to relieve soreness in the eyes. For cases of black eyes, like bruise around the eyes from an injury to face or head, it can work wonder. It is very effective for the cases of iritis, that is inflammation of the colored part of the iris, and conjunctivitis, that is inflammation of the transparent membrane lining the eyelid in the eye walls. And in case of the inflammation, eye look bloodshot, looks red from congested blood vessels. Next use of hemamelis for nose complaints. So for the nose bleeding, sneezing, and cold, hemamelis has a great ability to manage complaints of nose bleeding. It can be used when nasal bleeding is profuse and attended with tightness at the bridge of the nose. A pressure is also felt in the forehead between the eyes, and other than this, its use is considered when there is a sneezing with watery discharge from the nose that causing burning in the nose. Profuse nasal bleeding attending with a tightness at the bridge of the nose. Next, use of hemamelis for mouth complaints like bleeding gums and burns. So, hemamelis is of great help in treating bleeding from the gums after tooth extraction. It is useful for cases where gums are spongy, sore, painful, and bleed frequently, and blood is dark colored. The second important guiding feature to use it is burns on the tongue and lips. A metallic, bloody taste in the mouth may accompany. Next use of hemamelis is for male problems like varicocele, testes, pain, and nightly emissions. So hemamelis can treat many main problems wonderfully. It is one of the best suited medicine for treating varicocele, means enlarged pain within the scrotum. It also acts wonderfully to manage inflammation of the testes, that is orchitis, and pain in the testes. The testes are swollen, sore, and pain get worse from touch. The pain can be drawing, aching, or excruciating type. This medicine is helpful for the cases of emissions at night with the sexual dreams. This is followed by sadness, weakness, and pain in the lower back. Its last indication is for inflamed urethra, that is urethritis, with the discharge of transparent mucus and pain. The next use of hemamelis is for female problems like for heavy menses, intermenstrual bleeding, ovaritis, and vaginismus. So, in women, this medicine can be of great benefit to manage excessive menstrual bleeding of dark blood. There is a soreness on the abdomen, weakness, and pain in the lower back. This medicine is highly preferred for managing intermenstrual bleeding too. It acts well in the cases of inflammation of the ovaries, that is ovaritis. The pain in the ovaries can be cutting or tearing type, along with the swelling and the tenderness. Its use is highly indicated for the oberitis resulting from a blow or an injury when soreness is felt in the entire abdomen. Additionally, it can effectively deal with the vaginismus, that is, spasms of the vaginal muscles when something is trying to enter it. It is used in treating sore bleeding nipples is also noteworthy. Now, next use of hemamelis is for urinary issues like blood in the urine and the kidney pain. So, hemamelis is highly valuable for the cases of hematuria, that is, blood in the urine, and this is attended with a frequent urge to urinate. It is also an important homeopathic medicine for managing kidney pains as well. And for using it here, the pain is mainly dull and aching type. Next use, that is a last use of the hemodialysis for the skin complaints, like for bruises, burns, skin ulcers, and chilblains. So, lastly, hemomelish acts on the skin to manage various concern. It is significant medicine to treat bruises. Bruises means black, blue, or purple skin discolorations due to damaged blood vessels under the skin, resulting in pooling of the blood underneath the skin. That typically arises from an injury. Its use is also done in burn cases to alleviate pain. And other than this, it is very effective in treating skin ulcers with thin, watery pus having bad odor. And lastly, it is well indicated for the chilblains that have turned blue. Okay, so these are the various uses of hemamelis. So these are the conditions and the diseases where hemamelis can be used successfully. Now, next we'll talk about the doses. So hemamelis works well in both low and high potencies. The potencies varies from case to case. In low potencies, it can be repeated frequently, but frequent repetition of the high potencies should be avoided. Okay, so that's all. In conclusion, I want to say that hemamelis, or you can say witch hazel, with its astringent and soothing properties, stands as a versatile homeopathic medicine with a host of benefits of our skin, a host of benefits for our skin and well-being. So if you find this video enlightening, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more herbal insights. And thank you so much for joining me today as we explore the healing magic of Hemamelis virginia, the timeless witch hazel. So see you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. And if you are suffering from any of the health illnesses, so you can contact us for online appointments. On the screen, you can see how to contact us for online consultations. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching this video.